and gentlemen, it's game number 2. Can Indonesia lock in match point, or will Myanmar take us the distance and equalize? Welcome to the bronze medal match.
Well, okay, actually, let me grab my glasses. Team Indonesia at this point probably just like, yeah, some of the pieces have changed, but the idea is still the same, which is give as much over to Sin, and now Yetet jumping in, doing just a bit of damage onto Witty, and looks like the Litho does just get equalized. Indonesia got it first, but then Myanmar just takes it away. Konswan, make sure that Witty and Ezekiel doesn't really get to move around the map.
Oh, quick knock up. Ezekiel forcing Witty to go ahead and pop the revitalize for him. And Myanmar taking control, dominating in mid. Let's look at the EXP lane here. LaFell, don't you miss this? Don't you miss Esmeralda versus Uranus?
Dude, I love Mlbb, man. Like, all parts of history, we've been doing this for years. And I'm surprised, Leo, that after years of wonderful MLBB casting, we still see something new all the time. And then we go back to something more familiar. Esme, Uranus. Haven't seen the Martis for a while. Martis, Fredrin. Honestly, Fredrin has quite a few opponents back in the day. Fredrin Akai, Fredrin X-Board, Fredrin Martis, and more.
Uh-oh! Look at this! Team Myanmar answers back! Big knock-up, forcing Chin to pop the Mountain Shocker without any chance of contesting. Myanmar scores the first hurdle.
At least right now we can see Myanmar be more proactive here, because look at Yetet, always jumping in. Look, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Yetet.
Yetet?
Yeah.
Yetet.
Perfect.
Leonardo though.
Oh, crossbow Tang plus the rest of Team Myanmar coming in. No way Leonardo survives, even with a vengeance. First blood drawn by Dax.
Yeah, this time Team Myanmar, they're like, okay, you know what, coach, you're right. We got to be a bit more proactive. Yetet jumps in, finds Witty. Kaunsad gets more gold here.
They're too proactive now.
Hey, it's good. I prefer that.
They are literally making up for lost time in game number 1, saying in the first 3 minutes, we are going to roll you.
Yeah. I mean, like, at one point in this best of 5, even Team Myanmar is like, you know what, enough's enough. We've been here for quite a long time. We got to end this. And we cannot end this with Indonesia beating us.
Okay. Despite the stellar start for Myanmar, there's still a lingering feeling. And that is the fact that Chin and his farm is just barely delayed. Sure, he was denied the turtle, but he's still been running around camps, taking them. And now the AOG, knocking him up. Katet, able to dash on through. Spatial migration, he survives.
You can hear from the crowd the, ooh, even they're like, oh, you escaped that? That was amazing. Kaunsad, though.
I'm pretty sure that's what you heard.
Tries to go in. Might get punished. Sin is there. Gets a kill. Like you say, maybe a little bit too proactive.
You're not hearing the crowd, LaFell. You're hearing the sticker from Aaron Yeager.
Oh, my bad.
Built into the game. Take a look at the items. War Axe almost built up for Chin. There it is. See? That's Chin with the War Axe inbound. Still no full items built except for Shinelin Ung. Shinelin already has the corrosion sight, so if anything, he wants to get out of the gold lane.
But if he keeps on getting Leonardo on the CC, but hold on, Randa goes to the back, screams the beacon use, pulls him back in. Kaunsad looking for a kill, a brilliance use. The turtle gets reset. Kaunsad looking for the turtle, same as Sin. Who will secure this turtle? And Sin gets it. And now look at the Lunox, does have that Sky Piercer. Will she even be able to get a kill here?
Impressive work by Aranda throughout that whole sequence, LaFell. I could have sworn you were going to lose your breath by trying to call that turtle fight. Aranda was on 3 members of Team Myanmar. He was like, look at me. Don't bother with the East and Shin. Look at me. And only at the end did he have to pop the Purify, and they get Christian.
Christian Widow gets taken down. Nikon Swan this time, yes.
He follows me on IG.
Team Myanmar really should start giving kills over to this Jushin. Because this time he still bought that Sky Piercer. I'm hoping for at least 40 stacks. With a start like that, yes, he has to. But
LaFell, sometimes you can't force it. Sometimes you say,
I would.
you see that I bought it, I have to make the sense of it. Oh, wait. Oh, Chin tried to go for the flank. Answered in by Witty's AOG. A little too dangerous. Oddly enough, Myanmar, there was way too many of them in that brush.
Yep. So Indonesia again at around, I would say 14 minutes. That's where Sin should have 3 to 4 items, able to go in, get kills onto Myanmar. So Myanmar, in a way, is on a timer. Even though they do have the 1-1, I don't know how reliable it is to hope for the 1-1 to survive when there's a Lunox as well as the Eastern Shin. If she jumps up immediately, she's fine. But any kind of delay, the burst might be a little bit too much for the 1-1 to handle. So even though you do have a late-game hero, this late-game hero is easier to kill compared to most.
I'd like to think she's not a full late game hero. Off camera, Chin slays Arkar. Back to my thought. I don't think 1-1 is a full-on late game hero. I think she's like a mid-game power spike hero.
No, I agree. Yeah.
With a strong late game payoff, but she can't win a game alone. Massive combo. Hits on 2-1, but the Vengeance was able enough to save Leonardo. And Shailin Ang, as you were talking about it, LaFell, falls even before the full breadth of the crossbow goes in.
Aranda gets pulled back by the Jushin. Aranda, Ezekiel, as well as Witty will back off. So they have recovered in terms of the kill score, both now 3-3, and the gold is on Indonesia's side. So despite Team Myanmar having quite early aggression, but they don't really translate it to something else. They don't transfer the kills over to turrets. Compared to Team Indonesia, they're getting one turret and now they're getting another turtle.
It's really impressive how Team Indonesia's macro has evolved through the years. Yes, they still have it in their DNA and we see it in their play that they like to fight, but they've learned how to do that while taking things on the map. Bottom lane tier 1, done for. Top lane, just taken care of by Leonardo. And there's very little clapback except for that one wave that they forgot to take care of just now.
Akrar got caught by Sim, but look at that jump straight onto the Yisun Shin. The damage is not there just yet. Crimson Beacon gets on over there with the Sky Piercer, gets a kill, gets taken down. Double kill for Leonardo, and now comes the 1-1. Can she get the weakness tag? Yes, she can, but looks like she's not going to be jumping up into the air just yet.
LaFell, I think I see what'll make Shailin Ang's life a living hell. Oh no, not this! The Vengeance plus the crossbow tank go underneath the turret. It's not gonna do much. Witty looking to catch him with the Unbreakable. In comes Aranda, as I was gonna say.
Yeah.
There's 2 sources of Purify from Indonesia. Imagine if the weakness stacks get put onto the Uranus or
Poop
the
Purify.
Lunox. Poop Purify. Poop. It's over.
Just do it again.
Poop. Poop.
Aranda
Don't.
is there to clear the minions, and yeah. Now with the Oracle as well as the Radiant armor.
I think Aranda's set.
After this, maybe just a Chastise Pauldron, and then gonna be pretty tanky for a while until the penetration items are in. But you'll think about that later, like 6 minutes later.
Yep. Team Myanmar able to equalize the map. That is Lin Ong taking care of that tier 1 up top. About 10 seconds until the Lord spawns. The farm is very, very good for both squads. Crimson Beacon used defensively. In comes Leonardo and Chin. No Mount Shocker just yet. Lin Ong gets hit, cleanses it, and he's fine.
Yeah, and that was a clutch cleanse. If not, might have been taken down, even by the passive damage from the boat.
Oh, yeah.
Indonesia now probably looking at the Lord. And I feel like for Team Myanmar, don't even try to contest for this Lord, because I kind of feel like it is quite difficult to deal with the heavy front line of Team Indonesia. So try to get a pick off, get a kill, rinse and repeat. And then eventually can go for the Lord, because I don't know, I just feel like Indonesia does have that advantage.
Yeah. Say what you will about a relatively honest Uranus, but sometimes it's all you need. They did it with the turtle. In comes Witty with a concealed play. AOG does not knock up anyone. Arkar trying to find people to put shields on and take him away. Swan looking to choke up. Finds Aranda. One hell of a dance, this one.
Yeah, look at this. Akrar jumps in. Witty now having the Chastise Pauldron Vengeance used, hoping Leonardo to survive, but can't knock on. Swan gets the kill, pulls someone back in, and it's Witty. Crimson Beacon used. to prolong the fight. But Team Indonesia, they're hiding in the bush to make sure that they don't get caught by
Whoa.
Team Myanmar.
Whoa.
Yet that didn't catch anyone. Randa tries to go back in. Witty might get caught, and he will. Jumping in. Konswan gets the other kill. Sin gets onto 3. It looks like Team Myanmar will back off.
Unfortunate that Indonesia had to sacrifice 2 heroes to be able to get a winning position. Now Chin, he's got Kongsat on him. Dax zeroes in.
I guess when I say Team Myanmar is dropping back, Indonesia believed it, but all the while, Kangsat used that confusion to find back onto that Yi Sun Shin. And now Myanmar, now they're on the Lord. After getting some crucial pickoffs, there's no way Sin can contest this. Team Myanmar is on the board here with them getting 2 turrets from Team Indonesia. I feel like if they can get tier 2s, that'd be great.
They do find one. Another knock-up. And some stacks put onto Weedy. I think Weedy's done for. AOG out. That's what saves him.
Yep. Team Myanmar, the sieging power is actually pretty good when they do have this Jushin. But I guess Indonesia, they can always just trade bodies, right? Moving forward here, moving forward there. So they're going to be delaying it. The Lord will be marching up top. So probably a good idea for Team Myanmar just to get a few down bot.
Yep. That's the long lane for Team Indonesia. They're protecting its tier 1 with their life. The back line here threatened by Yehitet. And of course, Konswan. I think this is a decent amount of stacks on this Zushin. 414. I mean,
Yeah.
It was cut in half at 2, but a little extra coming in. Myanmar is in a great shape.
Yep. They're able to get the top as well. Okay, not really. Just a little bit more, but down by Kongsat, able to get the tier 2 and now having that concentrated energy as well with all the sustain from Team Indonesia. This Joy does have to stay inside the fight for a while, especially if you want to buy time for the 1-1 to be able to use the crossbow of Tang. Indonesia, now they're in just a little bit of trouble. In terms of the wave clear, they're not bad, but they're definitely not great.
About 4,000 go between them. 13 minutes in. They didn't make much of that Lord. If anything, it did push through mid. Those tier 2s as well. Team Indonesia, what kind of power spike are they waiting for? Have we really felt much of Yehezkiel? I think he's the one. He's the missing piece.
I feel like the problem is he's worried about this Guinevere. And I feel like that's kind of what Team Indonesia is being careful of. And I would say, yeah, because Yeta does have that crucial, like, that clutch catch. I think Aranda has to really, like, you know, open up the map. At least find where the Guinevere is. And then they feel just slightly bit more safe. Or you know what? Make it simple. Kill Konswan and then you're good. That's the main person that makes you celebrate jumping up and down.
Easier said than done, though. Konswan has a flicker. Konswan has the Crimson Beacon. And you try to hunt him down, he'll feed you over to his teammates.
Do you want to win or not?
I do.
Then do it.
It's easy. Just go.
That's what I would say if I was the captain.
Fortunately, neither.
Neither of us are, yeah.
Yep.
Probably for good reason.
Probably for good reason. Mlbb has changed over the years.
Yep.
Aranda, I'd say, is the best man to... Again, let's rewind it back maybe 2 points, right? To play man-to-man defense on Yehitet.
Yeah.
Hunt down the Guinevere so that Yehezkiel isn't as scared.
And I kind of feel like it should be Aranda because I feel like Weedy is a pretty good counter-engage for Team Indonesia and Leonardo as well. Aranda kind of has to do what Leonardo did in game number 1 and just be the sacrifice.
Yep. Lord here, at about half health, gets that soft reset. Mount Shocker used by Chin already. Holding on to the stun portion. Traceless out. Yehitet gets the jump in. Arkar in the flank. And I think we're approaching the point of no return. Lord gets thrown. That Mount Shocker. In comes Dax. Chin still secures.
But look at that. Kautsa almost got a kill on this Yi Sun Shin. Indonesia, they still want to fight back. And Team Myanmar, they move forward 1-1. Has to be careful, though. Speaking of which, that was pretty brave coming in from Sin because a Yi Sun Shin against a Joy, that is Joy favorite. The fact that he's able to get that Lord and able to get out, that was good because I thought he would have died.
I believe you. We saw it about 7-8 minutes ago. wherein Dax, Kaungsat found Chin right about here in this spot near the river and killed him. So I think Chin does not let old ghosts haunt him. He literally went and said to Kaungsat in its face, "This is my lord."
I don't feel he has the rose gold, but maybe eventually he might have to invest in that just in case if Kaungsat is able to get onto him, which honestly Kaungsat hasn't been able to that much.
Uh-oh. AOG by Witty helping this lord secure the push, crashing into that tier 2 up top. You were saying?
I was. Indonesia is getting that mid lane, and basically at this point just trying to get any easy objectives on the board because it looks like it's quite difficult for Indonesia to jump in when the Jushin is there. We might see a Jushin ban in game number 3. Like even if Indonesia wins, they're like, okay, you know what?
That Jushin is too much.
This is not worth it.
Yep.
It's 7:30. This is not what I want to go through right now.
That's right. Lafell, you called it. Chin picks up the Rose Gold Meteor now, rather than later. Yehitet playing with the range here. Aranda down to about half health. Now to a fourth. The backline gets compromised. Kunsuan Fools. Aranda traded out for though. But that's already Lin Ang using the crossbow of Tang on the Uranus alone.
Yeah. Rarely do I see Uranus guarding from behind from the 1-1. But yeah, Ling Ang might have been better off just to escape Aranda and go find someone else. But that's neither here or there. It's 70 minutes in the game. AOG jumps in. No one's there. Leonardo able to get outside, but all the while killing spree for the 1-1. Yet that gets chased by Sin. Our car is there just to protect. And now with the 1-1 here, Team Indonesia looks like they're going to retreat for now.
That's an interesting tango that these trios have gone through. I could have sworn they were going to go all in to try and take down Hitet, but we're forgetting that Arkar is here. Arkar deals a respectable amount of damage. I'm waiting for the next item check because I want to see exactly how painful this Esmeralda has become and how fast she can dance around low HP targets from Team Indonesia.
70 minutes in. I would say...
Oh, she's got the book. She's got the brute force. That's real. That is an Esmeralda that could dance around you to death.
And I don't know about the damage because Ezekiel so far has the items, but hasn't done the, he hasn't really jumped forward.
Yep. Oh no! Aranda gets displaced, gets hit. The crossbow tang, the winter crown. Down goes Kaungsat. Kaungsat looking for more revenge. Down goes Lin Ang. And I'd say that's it. AOG trying to pin down Yang Hitet. 2 for none. Team Indonesia. They got this Lord in their sights, but first they'll take down tier 2.
I gotta say, that was kind of all Leonardo as well as Aranda because Aranda was the bait.
Oh,
Leonardo
no.
actually gets on the outside. They're trying to end it now. They know if they go late, it's gonna be trouble. Team Indonesia ends it, and now is at match point.